Day 65 of the Daily Stoic. Cutting back on the costly. Quote, so, concerning the things we pursue, and for which we vigorously exert ourselves, we owe this consideration. Either there is nothing useful in them, or most aren't useful. Some of them are superfluous, while others aren't worth that much. But we don't discern this and see them as free when they cost us dearly. Seneca, Moral Letters 42.6. Of Seneca's many letters, this is probably one of the most important, and one of the least understood. He's making a point that goes unheard in a society of even ever bigger houses and ever more possessions. That there's a hidden cost to all that accumulating. And the sooner we're aware of it, the better. Remember, even what we get for free has a cost. If only in what we pay to store it, in our garages and in our minds. As you walk past your possessions today, ask yourself, do I need this? Is it superfluous? What's this actually worth? What is it costing me? You might be surprised by the answers and how much we've been paying without even knowing it. Man, oh mulligan stew. I will tell you guys, a lot of you guys, plus me, need to hear this every year, maybe multiple times a year. But those that know and follow me on Twitter, you know that a couple times a year, I've been doing it kind of every other year now, so maybe once a year. I get a dumpster, and I just start chucking shit off the balcony right into the dumpster, because that purge is worth. Why? Because life is additive, mostly. Right? We just constantly accumulate crap. And, well, hopefully most of it was well used and well worn and well appreciated during its time in your house, taking up storage space. But in most cases, it runs its course. And holding on to that history, to that past, is no good. And the reason why I use these words is because it's important. Holding on to the past is never good. It's past. It's gone. You can't do nothing about it, baby. Let it go. Just let it go. Likewise, there's lots of items from your past that you've accumulated, that you have acquired. Let it go. You don't need it. Sell it if you can. Get some money for it for sure. Let me tell you my model in life when it comes to stuff. And there are men who work with me in recreation and in business who know this very well about me. I love offloading my shit onto other people. And it's not like cheap stuff. It's not bad stuff. It's just, I don't mind giving. Like for me, life is all about experiences, not counting things. You know what I mean? And so I don't mind when something's past its prime or it's been well worn and well used, but still has some functional value, and I'm just like, whatever. I will unload it on other people who do have current tangible use for that item. I don't mind giving it away. It doesn't bother me at all. It's completely been used up, all of its value. I'll take it. But I love offloading stuff on other people. Not in a bad way, but just like, hey man, you can have this, bro. I do that all the time. But I tell you, here's my all that context to say. Here's my motto in life: the more shit you have, come close. Listen in here, guys. It's very simple. The more shit you have, the more attack vectors you have. That's the way that I see it. Now, in the Daily Stoic today, Seneca, what he's kind of talking about is that the more stuff you have, there's a hidden cost. He ain't wrong. Say less, Seneca. Say less, bro. We got it. Right? Because even it's taking up storage space. That's a cost. The way that I look at it takes it a little bit maybe deeper or one step further, which is the more shit you have, the more attack vectors you have, which means the more stuff you have, the more You can have risk there, breaking down, taking up costs, taking up space, taking up time to fix it. How many times? This is something guys are really good at wasting life around, is maintaining things that don't have value, really. Just get rid of it, bro. Just get rid of it. Oh, but I'll buy it back later. So buy it back later. And then you might say, oh man, I had to buy it back 3 years later. What do you think it cost you in terms of not having to store that thing? It's worth the assessment. That's the point. Cut back on the costly. You might be surprised by the answers of what is it costing me and how much we've been paying and not even knowing it. See you in Discord, MetaFam.